Light usage, $5 a night camping fee, and the kicker? This scenic, somewhat remote lake is an excellent place to get away from crowds, and you will often have the place to yourself. Can any place really be this good? Saddle Lake had been on my list of places for a first-time visit for a while. Everything about it seemed appealing. The lack of water and electric was no issue. Yes, we have a travel trailer, but we still car camp, and we're quite proficient at doing so. The $5 a night fee was cut in half with our senior pass, although in the end we still paid $5 for a single night of camping. More about that later in the video. I had 3 things in mind for our 2 nights and 3 days here. There's no mountain biking at Saddle Lake, so that was out. There is some hiking, and we'll come back in cooler weather to explore that. On this trip, I wanted to relax first, road ride second, and explore the lake third. We arrived on a Tuesday, and after setting up, I did nothing much. I read for a while. When it started raining, we grabbed our chairs and read in the van until the shower passed. I built a campfire, which I usually don't do. The reading, the silence, and the fire all worked to mellow me right out. The rain came back overnight, and the patter of rain on the tent kept me sleeping for more than 9 hours. That's 2 good nights at home. I woke up refreshed to no rain, so after breakfast I set out on one of the rides I had prepared. I like scenic rides, and southern Indiana never disappoints me. Even so, this was a really wonderful ride. You'll find a link to the route on Ride with GPS in the description. After my ride, Julie and I set out for Marcy's Restaurant and Catering in nearby Leopold for a late lunch. The food was very good, the prices reasonable, and the service exceptional. After lunch we went to Gilliam's store. Yes, they say it that way, not the French Guillaume. We love country general stores, and this is among the better ones we've found. Amazing selection with decent prices. One of the co-owners, Judy Edwards, shared stories of the store's and her family's history. The Christmas shop is open year-round. Julie and I bought this combination snow globe and lighted music box. Neither of us is big on souvenirs, but we both like Christmas and we both like this. Plus we enjoy boosting local economies a bit. We had pizza in Tell City on Tuesday and bought our groceries for the 3 days at Noble's IGA, also in Tell City. The rain we had on Tuesday was a harbinger. The Weather Service escalated the rain chance for Wednesday overnight to Thursday morning from 50% to 70% to 90%. Then they threw in a flash flood watch until 9 o'clock Thursday morning, which they later extended to 10 o'clock, and then switched from a flash flood watch to an aerial flood advisory, which covers a wider area. We decided to not hang around that second night. We knew we were forfeiting our second night's camping fee of $2.50, but I mean, come on. I did want to get the kayak out on the namesake Saddle Lake though, so before we broke camp we drove down to the water. Saddle Lake is only 41 acres. It's a beautiful 41 acres, but it's still just an easy half-hour lap in a yak. Kayaking was going to be my Thursday agenda. I'm glad we didn't endure a night of flooding rains for this little bit of paddling. It was a great trip. We'll be back for sure. We want to hike the trails at Saddle Lake. It's also convenient to Tipsaw, German Ridge, and Mogan Ridge for mountain biking. None of those is a featured mountain bike destination, but they all provide some riding when other trails are too wet or muddy to ride. It's not far from Indian Salina Lakes and the hiking available there. I'll also want to do more road rides. The one I did on this trip was just one of several I laid out for this location. If we bring the kayak again, it will be to do other area lakes. I see no need to do another lap here. So our reconnaissance of Saddle Lake and the surrounding area was productive. Every adventure is a learning opportunity for me as a photographer and videographer. This one was no exception. I share the two most prominent things I learned with my behind-the-scenes supporters on Patreon. I've also added links there to equipment I currently use or am considering acquiring. It was worth the trip this time, and it will be worth coming back again. I'm Rich Reese, and I'll see you out there. Julie got in the habit of sleeping on a cot in the back of the truck the first few times we camped in bear country. She said the rain beating on the metal roof was less restful than the rain that gently tapped on my rain fly.